Okay, so now that you draw the diagram, so let's draw a quick diagram. We're going to use our wall tool again and go here, and we're going to say this is a 1.5 story. Hit apply, and then let's add something else to it. So let's draw another box here. We'll call that 1 story. Hit apply and OK. And just for fun, let's add a third box over here. Let's do this, and we'll say this is a garage. It's a 2-car attached garage. Let's do that. Hit apply and OK. Center our image always. See, it became bigger and easier to read. And so one thing we're going to want to do a lot of times is clean the diagram up, and in doing that, some of the things that you're going to want to do that's going to make it easier to read when you finish is to take your select tool, that's the little finger over here, and click on some of these images and change it to a bold type. Okay, again, this is going to make it easier to read. So I'm clicking on this area. I'm going up here to this B over here by the fonts and making it bold. Same thing for my numbers. Click on that number, make it bold. Click on this number, make it bold. Take this number, if I want to move it to outside, select it, but make it bold. Okay? Bold. If something doesn't really need to be there, like we have 29 here, we don't really need this 29, we can just select it and delete it. Same thing for here, we got some extra numbers we don't need, select and delete them. This cleans up the diagram a little bit. Okay? Makes it easier for people to understand. Again, we got this 41 here. Let's select it and make it bold. Same thing there. Actually, that 41 shouldn't be there. This 30, let's make that bold. Always center your sketch. Done. And let's find out what our square footage is. We click on this little calculator here. It tells us the living area is 4990. That's fine, so we write that down. Then we go to File, Save Image. This image is 752 by 412, which is too big, so we change it to a custom size, and we go 700 by 400. Save as. And actually, something else you can do before I do that. Something else you can do is you can get rid of this grid, and I think that'll make the diagram a little bit cleaner. So if you go down here on the right, all the way down over here, and I hope we can see it, yeah, it says grid show. If you click on it, you can hide that. So now we got rid of the grid, and it makes it a little bit less pixels that I guess the image is trying to display. So again, we go here, we hit Save As. I'm sorry, that's not what we want. We want to go to Save Image, change the size, 700 by 400, 700 by 400, Save As. We want to give it a name. We want to save it as a bitmap. We want to give it a name. We're going to call this Test 2. Saving it in our Photos folder for that day. And so then we're going to go to that folder at the end of the day, Test 2. Click on it. We have a nice big image that fills up our screen. Save as. Save it as a monochrome bitmap. Save. Yes. Yes. And so we still have an image that we can see. Okay, it's everything we need to see is there. I can see that that's 37 whatever, and these I actually did not make bold, and so you can still read them, but they're not as clear as the numbers where I did make bold. So that way you can have a pretty clean diagram that everybody can read, and nobody's going to ever ask you to resend a better version of the diagram. Okay?